Hey gang, here's how you make your own images and assets for YouTube. Here's some things I see a lot across YouTube. The same assets, the same graphics, the same emojis, the same thumbnails, the same anime lines. Everyone uses the same exact assets for their videos, and they get kind of lame over time. So in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make your own. Before we get into the tutorial, you're going to need one of two things. The first is Adobe Illustrator, and the second is Inkscape. Now these are two vector graphics programs that we can use to create our own assets and our own images, and people use it to make logos and drawings and other things. But we're going to use it to create our own assets to put into our videos to make them pop a little more. Now I'm going to be working in Illustrator, which is a paid piece of software and it's pretty expensive. But you could also use Inkscape, which I also mentioned earlier, and that's a free program, and you can do the same exact thing in Inkscape. Alright, let's get into it. A lot of times when you're looking for an image on the web, it can be hard to find, or it can be hard to come across, or you may not even find one at all. And so it can also be convenient for you to make your own and help convey the story that you're trying to tell. Now when I'm working for a client, whether that be animation or just a video, I'm always making my own assets, and so this is the process that I use to create that. So in this particular example, I need to find an asset for an urban city that conveys the backstory of a character for an animation that I'm working for a client. First thing I always do is go straight to Google. A lot of times I'll have a picture of what I want to make in my head, but I do need to use Google, and I always use an image to help guide the design process of whatever it is I need. Whenever you're searching for an asset image on the internet, you're going to want to use vector PNG at the end of whatever you're searching. Basically, that's the kind of image that we're going to be looking for. And then I'm looking for something that will fit into my video. So I see this one, I like it, so I'm going to hit copy image and then just Command V that. Now we have a couple options here. First option is probably the most useful option there is. You can go to Object and then Image Trace, and we can make. Now that's gonna just take whatever our image is and translate it into a vector image. It's super powerful stuff, things that you should just use on really any image that you're gonna use in your videos. But this as is doesn't look very good. So what we can do here in the presets is we can change it to, say, 6 colors. And you can see that did a pretty good job, but it still has the gray squares in the background. That's okay, we'll get rid of them in a second. Here we have the 16 colors. And it definitely looks a little better. So what we can then do is expand and then just ungroup all the layers. And then we can go in and you can start deleting everything around what you want. Now the second option, which is the one I went with for my animation, I kind of have my own look and my own style. So I ended up just drawing it myself, but using the image as an outline. And I'll show you what I did. So I'm going to take my pen tool and outline everything there is in this image. And I'm going to convert that to a stroke, change the color to something that I can just see for now. Now for anything like the windows or the lines that are part of the building, I usually try to keep it simple and just have it be another line. Now to save your time, I'm going to skip to the end, and here's what I ended up coming away with. Now I do a lot of improvising, and so I'll start drawing it and realize that something kind of looks weird, or I just don't want to put something in, and so I won't put it in. And I can still come away with a product that looks just as good as the image that I took off the internet. So then I can use that in whatever animation I'm trying to create, and that's my own unique asset that has my mark on it. It definitely adds a lot more value to your YouTube videos. And so with the image trace, we can do a lot more really cool stuff with that as well. Now say I just wanted the wasted asset in my video, but I can't seem to find a good resolution wasted sign on the internet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the image, paste it into Illustrator, and then we can go image trace, something like 3 colors, and we have our own wasted sign. Now we can take just the letters that we need, drag them out, delete everything else, and then we can take what's called the smooth tool, and we can smooth out all the lines. And now we can use this as a PNG in whatever video we want. That's about it for the tutorial. I hope this helped. Drop a comment down below to let me know what you think, as well as don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.